Have you ever seen that some women don't seem to notice anything different about certain men, even without them doing anything? How do you use radar to detect those carrying unique energy? Well, this is not coincidental. There is something invisible, but extremely powerful, that separates ordinary men from those who possess undeniable magnetism. And the secret is in withholding sex. Yes, women feel this. But why? What happens in a man's body and mind when he decides to stop wasting his vital energy? The truth is that your presence changes completely. His voice is firmer, his eyes become more penetrating, and even his scent changes. Science explains this with pheromones and body chemistry, but what really happens goes beyond the physical. We are talking about an energy that accumulates and manifests itself in a subtle way, but impossible to ignore. It's the kind of presence that makes people pay attention when you enter a room, without you having to say a single word. And when a man learns to channel that strength, he unlocks a level of personal power he never even imagined. Now, the big question is, how does this happen? What changes in the mind, biology, and spirit of a man who practices retention? And most importantly, how can you use this knowledge to transform your life, your self-confidence, and your mindset? If you want to understand what really makes a man stand out and attract opportunities, stay with me, because what you're about to discover could completely change your perception of yourself and the world around you. Masculine energy is something that transcends the physical. Women, whether they are aware of it or not, notice when a man carries a more intense and magnetic energy. This phenomenon has both a biological and spiritual explanation. Biologically, pheromones are subtle chemical signals that the body emits, altering perception and attracting more attention. But beyond that, there is a presence, an aura strengthened by semen retention, which manifests itself in subtle but undeniable ways. This doesn't just mean an increase in attraction, but a change in how others, including men and women, react to that presence. Female perception goes far beyond logic. Since ancient times, women have developed a keen sensitivity to identify a man's energy. It's not just posture or gaze, but something deeper, a vibrational frequency that communicates strength, discipline, and internal control. A man who practices retention exudes confidence without having to say a word. Just watch how some women feel naturally attracted or interested, without him making any explicit effort. This perception is linked to biology, but also to intuition, which captures invisible nuances of human energy. The magnetism generated by semen retention is reflected in daily interactions. It influences everything from a simple greeting to the way someone receives an order or responds to a conversation. Have you noticed how some people seem to be listened to more carefully? This doesn't happen by chance. Men who cultivate this energy awaken a sense of presence that demands respect and consideration. The Creator of the universe has given us the ability to raise our vibration, and in doing so, the results become evident in each interaction, opening doors to something even greater. Semen retention goes far beyond physical abstinence. It directly impacts man's energy field. As this energy accumulates, something powerful happens. Personal magnetism intensifies. It's not just an internal feeling, but something that others instinctively notice. Presence becomes more striking, gestures firmer, and communication takes on a different weight. This effect manifests itself in all areas of life, from social interactions to business negotiations. When a man learns to channel this energy, he becomes a force of impact wherever he goes. Science has already shown that everything in the universe vibrates at different frequencies, and male vital energy follows this same logic. When this force is constantly wasted, the vibrational field weakens. But when this energy is preserved and directed, it creates a gravitational effect. People feel this force and often cannot explain why they are attracted. It is something that transcends common logic. The inner light turns on, and with it comes peace, confidence, and uncertainty. This is the true meaning of having a great presence. The signs of this magnetism go far beyond what the eyes can see. Notice how some people are naturally respected without effort. How some leaders inspire without having to raise their voice. This happens because the energy they emit speaks before any words are spoken. This power is available to anyone who chooses to cultivate it. The Creator of the universe gave us tools to grow and evolve, and maintaining this vital force is one of the oldest and most practical ways to expand opportunities and transform reality. Semen retention works like an investment that grows over time. Just like in the financial world, where compound interest transforms small deposits into fortunes, the accumulated vital energy generates an exponential effect. In the early days, the results may seem subtle, but over time, the change becomes visible in all aspects of life. More mental clarity, more discipline, more magnetism. Small daily actions, when sustained consistently, create an immeasurable impact. The secret lies in patience and the awareness that each accumulated day strengthens the energy field. Imagine a man who deposits small amounts into an investment every month. At first, the gains are almost imperceptible, but after a while, the magic of compound interest kicks in. The same happens with retention. The longer this energy is cultivated and directed towards personal growth, the more intense your presence in the world becomes. Men who understand this do not waste their strength on momentary impulses, but learn to transform this power into real achievements. Light, peace, and prosperity begin to manifest naturally in the lives of those who maintain this practice intelligently. This energetic buildup not only improves personal presence and magnetism, but also amplifies the ability to create and manifest opportunities. Ideas emerge more clearly, the willingness to act increases, and the right people begin to appear along the way. Life responds to the vibrational level we emit, and the higher this frequency, the more aligned with abundance it becomes. The Creator of the universe teaches us that everything we cultivate grows, whether positive or negative. The question is, where are you investing your energy? Withholding sex is not just about social magnetism or physical energy, but about a deep realignment with the opportunities that life offers. When this energy is cultivated, something fascinating happens. Perception expands. Things that previously went unnoticed now seem obvious. Doors that are initially closed before opening. What changed? The level of consciousness. A sharp and focused mind captures signals that were previously ignored, and this new clarity allows us to see paths that were previously invisible. It's like adjusting a camera lens. Suddenly everything becomes sharper. Those who practice retention report feeling an increase in intuition and the ability to make good decisions. And it's not for nothing. When vital energy is not dissipated without purpose, it accumulates and strengthens the connection between mind and spirit. This translates into more insight and unexpected synchronicities. Have you ever seen how certain people always seem to be in the right place at the right time? It's not luck, it's harmony. Peace, light, and prosperity flow to those who learn to control and channel their inner strength. Retention not only attracts opportunities, but also gives you the courage to take advantage of them. The Creator of the universe gave us infinite possibilities, but we are often blind to see them or weak to grasp them. When vital energy is protected and directed towards growth, man becomes a magnet for what he desires. Projects get off the ground, decisive meetings happen, and life takes a surprising turn. And this new intention awakens something even more powerful. Sperm retention is not just a physical act, but a true mental reprogramming. Over time, man notices that his mind becomes clearer, his thoughts more organized, and his intuition sharper. This happens because vital energy, when preserved, nourishes not only the body, but also the mind and spirit. Excess distractions and impulses begin to lose strength, giving way to a renewing focus. What once seemed difficult or distant now becomes feasible. It's a subtle change at first, but it grows exponentially over time. This new mindset creates a ripple effect in all areas of life. Men who previously felt reflected in their desires now have control over themselves. Procrastination decreases, self-confidence increases, and decisions become more assertive. This is reflected in work, in business, and even in the way people around react. Retention teaches that true strength is not in giving in to impulses, but in mastering one's own energy. This domain brings peace, light, and threats to those who have enough discipline to maintain it. As awareness expands, new doors open. Things that were previously unattainable begin to manifest naturally. This internal change translates into a stronger and more determined presence. The Creator of the universe placed within each man a force capable of transforming realities, but few know how to use it correctly. And upon discovering this power, he realizes that retention is not just about sexual energy, but about something much bigger. Withholding sex can attract female attention, but limiting this practice to just that goal is a mistake. True purpose goes far beyond romantic conquest. It's about personal growth, discipline, and mastery of your own energy. A man who consciously practices retention does not just seek external approval, but internal evolution. He understands that this energy is a powerful tool for building a more prosperous life aligned with your true purpose. When the focus is not on self-development, results appear in all areas of life. Those who retain this strength do so not just to impress others, but to strengthen themselves. Energy that was previously wasted now turns into productivity, creativity, and mental clarity. Many men who master this practice report a significant increase in their ability to learn new skills, lead projects, and stay focused on long-term goals. This is because retention teaches patience and consistency, essential qualities for any achievement of firmness. Peace, light, and prosperity are a natural consequence of this transformation. The Creator of the universe did not give us this energy just to be dissipated without purpose, but rather to be cultivated and directed towards something greater. The man who understands this begins to see the true potential of this force. He realizes that retention is not just about self-affirmation, but a strategy to strengthen your mind, spirit, and body. And when this energy is used well, it leads to a level of presence and influence that few can achieve. A man's true strength lies not in his ability to react impulsively to desires, but in his mastery over himself. Semen retention is a powerful tool for anyone who wants to become a stronger, more disciplined, and more conscious version. When this energy is preserved and directed correctly, it strengthens not only the body, but also the mind and spirit. A man who controls his vital energy naturally stands out, as he conveys a striking presence and unshakable security. This is the secret of great and accomplished leaders throughout history. This process of self-improvement is reflected in all areas of life. The man who masters his energy becomes more focused, productive, and resilient. He understands that every choice has a direct impact on his future and age with strategy. Over time, this discipline becomes a habit, and the benefits accumulate like compound interest. Projects that were previously postponed begin to take shape, challenges are faced with more determination, and respect from others emerges naturally. Peace, light, and prosperity begin to be part of the routine of those who maintain this commitment to themselves. The Creator of the universe gave us the power to constantly evolve, but this requires effort and commitment. Mastering your own energy does not happen overnight, but is a continuous process of growth. Each day of retention and discipline strengthens character and shapes a winning mindset. And the more this power is cultivated, the more evident the positive impact of this transformation becomes. But for this to happen, you need an unwavering commitment to your own growth. No major transformation happens without commitment. Semen retention is not just a temporary experiment, but a lifestyle for those who want to become masters of themselves. True growth requires consistency, even when motivation fades. On difficult days, it is commitment that keeps a man on the right path. Many start with enthusiasm, but fall flat when challenges arise. However, it is these moments that define who is truly willing to achieve a higher level of personal power. Life rewards those who persist. The man who chooses to commit to his own growth realizes that each effort, no matter how small it may seem, generates an immense impact in the long term. He understands that giving up means returning to the starting point and losing all the progress made. Each accumulated day strengthens the mind, expands energy, and attracts new opportunities. Peace, light, and prosperity begin to manifest themselves naturally for those who remain focused and do not allow themselves to be carried away by temporary distractions. The Creator of the universe placed within every man the potential to become something great, but only those who truly commit to this path achieve true mastery. This growth is not linear, and there are moments of doubt and difficulty, but those who persist reap the rewards of genuine transformation. And, in the end, this journey of self-discovery leads to something even greater: the realization that true strength is not built externally, but built internally. By now, you understand that semen retention is not just about female attraction, but about something much bigger. It is a principle of personal power, discipline, and self-mastery. Men who learn to control their life energy find that their entire lives begin to change, from the way they are perceived to the opportunities that arise before them. The Creator of the universe gave us this strength, but it is up to each one to decide how to use it, wasting it or transforming it into growth, light, and prosperity. Now, the question is, will you continue to be controlled by your impulses, or will you take control of your own life? You have in your hands knowledge that you rarely explore, and the difference between success and stagnation is what you do with this information. Are you ready to raise your energy and change your reality? Or will you continue repeating the same habits you keep in the same place? The choice is before you, and only you can make it. If this content made sense to you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to continue receiving valuable insights about mindset, energy, and personal growth. Share this knowledge and help other men awaken to this power that has always been within them. Now tell me, which of these changes have you noticed in your life? Leave your comment below.